fucking go, dude.
Green flag, green flag.
You're still relatively spread out behind you, so you should be good.
So you should start battling here in a minute.
Looking good, Dick. Nice little window here.
Mate, following down into it is so distracting. He's in the middle of the track and his car's on 2 wheels. Like,
Yeah.
mad.
Just anything cool. Just want a 1-2% margin to the slowdowns and then just limit that little bit.
Yep.
Worst case, even if you do get one, I think you're still slightly ahead of Oscar anyway. But this is a really nice job.
if I would have just kept my...
Virtual Racing School was developed to provide support to the next generation of sim racers. No matter if you're a rookie or veteran or what car or track you'll be racing, our goal is to provide training every step of the way. We found that iRacing can be quite difficult without proper training. There needed to be a way to prepare for on-track racing. With VRS, you can literally learn from the best sim racers in the world, including four-time NASCAR iRacing World Champion RLL Feature.
And RLL Feature is a four-time champion of the NASCAR Peak Antifreeze iRacing Series.
Three-time iRacing Grand Prix World Champion Martin Kroenke.
Martin Kroenke becomes a three-time world champion.
Rallycross world champion Mitchell de Jong
Mitchell de Jong is now champion for the iRacing Rallycross World Championship Series.
and many other top sim racers. Data packs include everything you need to start learning. Our World Championship coaches create the data packs by setting a hot lap or a series of fast laps for you to compare, analyze, and replicate. Data packs also include a tutorial where the coach points out techniques they use to hit the fast lap. This gives you access to the latest driving techniques and setups before you even hit the track. Sign up for a free account and download the VRS telemetry logger. With this application running seamlessly in the background, your laps automatically start syncing to the VRS website. From there, you can analyze and compare 2 laps of your choice, whether it's your data, the coaches, or your teammates. VRS will automatically target improvement opportunities so you can get up to speed even faster. VRS also makes it easy for you to request and schedule one-on-one or group coaching sessions. These sessions can range from 30 to 90 minutes, and you can select the car, track, and setup combination of your choice. Visit virtualracingschool.com today to sign up and get started.
everybody. Welcome. A bit of a different stream this week, obviously. We thought Ian and I would jump in as we get to the start of this race. So,
Green, green, green.
great race that was. Just sort of getting myself set up. See how the boys do on this one.
Yeah, is that going to fire it down into turn one?
Good start from Zach. Just quickly switch over to Kev. See a good launch. Got himself a bit of a gap.
And Zach got bottled in, got blocked in coming through the chicane. Oh, and Sanchez off as well. Oh, and a big crash in front of Zach. Zach got through. Yeah, we just thought we may as well pipe up since we haven't got the driver audio. We'll keep you guys company a little bit for the feature race. We're going to try not to do commentary as such, but just give anything to talk about, such as this move that Zach is sending on Sanchez at the minute on the hairpin.
Yeah, and of course, you know, Zach and Sanchez work together through the week. You know, they've not made it, not tried to shy away, that they're, you know, collaborate all through the week. So a bit of room given there. It's always nice when you sort of racing somebody, you know, you kind of work with.
Yeah, it looks like Sanchez settled in. So, I mean, from that instant at the start, the front three have just scampered away now, haven't they? What, 3.5 seconds already back to Campbell. So it's a good job that Kev's up there, and he's got the opportunity still to fight for that win, but he looks under a lot of pressure at the minute. Looks like the ART guys overall have obviously had a tough time so far. We've been focusing on Kevin and Zach, but we saw both Johan and Jamie fall well down the order in the sprint race. Didn't quite catch where Jeff Eddingott finished, and Zach just hit the wall there on the exit chicane. Hopefully no right rear
that's
damage.
going to be the that's going to be that sort of fake kind of like, you know, netcode hit that you occasionally get. Unfortunately, I think so. Probably all right.
Fingers crossed.
I'm just going to get all the text channels up as well, so that you know, if you guys have got any questions for us, I'm going to try and be a little bit more open in this kind of broadcast as well. We actually are going to bring the drivers' chat channels in hopefully next week. Just figuring out ways just to put a little delay on them so we can necessarily boot out some bits.
Oh,
you know,
I think,
Kev.
Sanchez got bumped behind Zach, so Sanchez just lost 2 spots to the Rebel guys behind. I don't know whether, I'm not sure whether Sanchez
Max,
got
I think
deep
he's
into
dropping
Zach
down the order as well.
Okay, no, see, I'm not
Don't
sure
know if something comes by there.
Yeah, couldn't quite tell whether Sanchez went into the back of Zach or if Sanchez got a nudge from behind, but yeah, he's squabbling away in the mirror of Zach's car now. Oh, he's got back through. Alex, you're gonna have to mute me. I do apologise. Sanchez giving it a good go in Zach's mirrors the whole time. So yeah, Zach's got plenty of breathing space now, and he can really chase after the podium and not have to worry about the guys behind, because they are dropping back pretty quick as they squabble away. Second and a half back now, so it's pretty good.
If we could have a little look of it and see in the background. I don't know whether or not we're all right to do a rear facing camera.
I think we should do a rear wing camera, sir. There we go, love it. But yeah, they've had a right old ding dong down the back straight. I mean, Montreal in these cars, Alex. I mean, you just take one look at these chicanes in any car, and they want to spit you off. And these Porsches are so tricky to drive. I mean, you fancy being out there trying to deal with this circuit in these cars?
No, I don't.
Just looks like a nightmare, right?
I remember the big problem I think with these when I was driving the Porsche, and I didn't drive it an awful lot, I have to say. It's just that it didn't seem to settle, and a circuit like this, that's the problem. You know, but yeah, Zach looking quite focused and chilled. He's back up the head.
And it's just a huge. I mean, yeah. Well, and it's just a huge train of cars behind it. We just see them all streaming through the hairpin a second ago. So Zach with this little gap, I think that's really going to be needed because they're just going to keep squabbling in that train behind. So has he really gained any time on? Can you switch the time delta to the car ahead, pre-3 and pre-4, so we can see if he's gained anything on Tatella at all?
No, it's staying about the same. If anything, actually, it looks like so Thomas might have pulled a bit away.
Yeah.
Dragged along with obviously Kevin. Kevin's not really having a go at Mitchell. Seems to be
just biding his time, isn't he?
Exactly. The theme of the season with Kev, you know, he gets himself in a really good position for these reverse grids.
He's got his head screwed on with these, hasn't he? I think was it the last race we had this exact same thing where he was talking about how the 2 or 3 of them ahead, were just focusing on not letting the guys catch up, and then they, and they squabbled for the last couple of laps. And for sure, it looks like what's happening here between De Jong, Ellis, and Tatella.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think we've seen season. To see some fresh faces.
Yeah, well, exactly, a fresh face for this season, but not a fresh. No, in fact, it is a fresh face overall, right? Not a name I particularly recognise. I think I was muddling up his surname with somebody else. I don't recognise his first name. So I was thinking of.
I certainly know it wasn't in the Grand Prix series days.
No, exactly. Who's the Finnish guy that I'm thinking of, Alex? Who's the Finnish guy that I'm thinking of, Alex, with a similar surname that really leapt to the front last season? Or maybe season before? Spain's eluded me. He's moved on to like F1 eSports and stuff, I think, right? Who am I thinking of? Let me have a look. Yeah, Tamala, there you go. There's a T. It's Finnish. Yeah, Tamala. But no, good to see Thomas up there doing well. Good to see the Red Bull guys behind the RL guys as well. Always like to see a bit of that. Looks like
the chat app as well. So yeah, if you guys got any questions or anything, like I say, it was a bit more behind the scenes, we're trying to do less better. Things are going on. So guys,
and I've seen a very nice screenshot in Discord, Alex, of the chaos further back, coming out of turn 2 as well. It looks like there's some mess further back in the field, cars rolling over the place. So, I mean, these guys were at the front of the grid off the start, and it enabled them to get through. It's all about that qualifying position, isn't it, to avoid the carnage that's inevitable midfield.
Yeah, I think it's generally the season. Yeah, themselves. Around that top 8 tends to be a little bit cleaner. So I think we've seen this one now.
Yeah.
It's up 11 spots in
Yeah.
Points.
Yeah, he needs a couple of good results, and like you say, we know he's got the pace. Rallycross world champion, and that's transferred to the PESC work as well. He just, like I say, if he gets even one round probably where he has a bit of luck and he can really get himself solid top 5 positions, then that's going to make a huge difference to the championship. But string a couple together is going to help his confidence going forward, no doubt as well.
See it on our ticker.
I'm saying he's still just dropping back ever so gradually from the top 3. Like you say, they're in that train with the toe helping them along. They're all hanging on to De Jong's pace, and Zach isn't quite able to match at the minute. What was his last lap? 37.7. Well, let's see what this one is since he's crossing the line. iRacing's going to update on me. So 37.9. What about the guys they had? Yeah, 4 tenths quicker for all of them, right? So yeah, he's just going to stay in that bubble. Oh, there was a fair old bashing and bumping. I dare say someone's got a bit of damage. I think Alejandro probably mostly, yeah.
After qualifying P3, hit a bit really contradicts everything you just said.
It's all about the odds, isn't it? Yeah, it's just odds are he had a better run, and yeah, I mean, we were talking about Jamie's Johan's bad luck a minute ago, but yeah, Jamie's not had a much better run of it, and like I say, with that qualifying third, this really could have done with being around where he had a clean run, and again could show not only himself but the rest of the field that he definitely belongs well and truly up in that top 10 still. Bit deep from
yeah, I was about to say, it looked like a tiny little mistake from Mitchell there, so still got the car rotating okay, you know. It's a weird one, isn't it, that hairpin, because you can sort of triangle it off somewhat and you still get a good shoot out of it. So.
And I dare say that's how they drive these cars, I presume, right? It's very much straighten the car up and get on the power. I feel like it's not trying to keep the speed around those low speed corners.
Exactly. That's good. You can see on the graph data that we've got, we actually pulled it back ever so slightly that lap. So.
Oh yeah.
Or am I still set on? No, yeah, it is on. Right. It's Tom's ahead, so yeah,
yeah.
Obviously, long old race and tyre wear and things like that can have a bit of difference. Not so much kind of like the sprint race. So let's see if he can get back to his guys. But I think more than anything, Zach will be just kind of happy that he's got the gap behind him and it's pulling away from Red Bull, right? So. That'll settle down his nerves, he won't be under pressure, he won't be looking at his rearview mirrors, you know, those things really help try and get in the zone, especially around here, where you're flirting with the
Yeah. And on that note of it being a longer race, on your ticker button, Alex, do you want to go priority laps, and then we should have the laps remaining shown in the ticker instead of the countdown, I think. There's literally not been any swaps at all, is there? Like, De Jong, Ellis and Total have actually stayed in order from like lap 1, I think, right?
I was kind of hoping Zach would just be able to tag on to them.
Yeah.
He lost an inch this time.
I mean, if in the last 2 laps, if they start hanging door handles up front, I mean, 2 seconds a lap can go very, very quickly, can't it? So, yeah, if he can hang in this window of being within 3-4 seconds still, then he's got a whisper of picking up a podium still.
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'll go quickly switch to Jeff on Kevin C. See, he's right in the thick of it, but Jeff's actually lost a place.
Behind as well.
Yeah. Too. But yeah, I think hopefully for next week, then guys, we're hoping to try and get scenes all built so all of the drivers can be featured again like previous rounds. That's a slightly different tack. We perhaps are going to listen into some more of the in-race chit chat that goes on with the spotters and things like that. And, like I said, just genuinely given behind the scenes. Probably going to hear me fall over in anticipation of something.
Yeah, getting worked out, having little heart attacks, and yeah, exactly. So whilst we're looking at Jeff just ahead of Jim there, Alex, I mean, obviously new signing for us this season, this year. Fitted straight in, I think. Right, he seems well integrated with the team. Obviously, the guys knew him a little bit already. Getting stuck in well with all his academy work that he does for us as well with Apex Racing Academy. How have you felt his best season started off? He obviously had a decent result last time out.
Yeah, I think just had an unfortunate season. I think again he's been another one of these. Like all the ART guys seem to be caught up in things. You know, we were saying off-mic that actually the RLL guys have had a pretty good run. But yeah, for whatever reason, the ART not so much. But yeah, but Jeff, you know, he's shown his pace in a few rounds now, coming through, and I think he will easily fight for top 10s for the rest of the season. But yeah, like you say, he's fitting really well with the guys, great personality. Yeah, just freshened us up a little bit, which you know you always need. So yeah, really happy to get him on board. You know, perhaps give us some ideas in terms of maybe setup and direction. You know, after a while, the teams and drivers can perhaps get a bit stagnant in what they're doing and their approach. So you know, it's always nice to get a bit of fresh blood in, just to like, here, try this. You know, it's 2 seconds quicker than your best lap so far and stuff like that, and it kind of motivates them to try. And that's really what Zach as well. Like, you know, obviously the season he's come on as well, and you know, I think the guys will have to forgive me for this one, but you know, I think when you're a pro guy, unless someone can beat your lap time, you're not really interested in trying some of the stuff.
Yeah.
That's generally.
Well,
I mean, I was the same.
And week in, week out, we've heard the guys singing Zach's praises, haven't we? It sounded like he's been the one almost dragging everyone else up to speed a little bit in time for race weekend. So he's had, Zach obviously has been around in the team for a good amount of time, but yeah, taking this step for the first time to the very top level in road racing. He's obviously acclimatised himself very well, and the guys are at times having to play catch up a little bit with him during the week and make sure we're getting onto his pace and able to use those same tricks that he's managed to find. Awesome.
Yeah, see
10
what
to go.
Soon.
I say Zach has still hanging on to this like 4.3 second gap to the guys ahead, so he's not really dropped off any further. So again, it's another 7 laps or so, and I dare say the guys ahead are going to start knocking chunks out of each other. I mean, Kevin's lifting on his back straight every lap. I'm watching him lift now as he tucks in behind De Jong into the final chicane. So it's gonna kick off in about 15 minutes time for sure.
Yeah, draft's super strong here as well. So, super strong in this car, genuinely in this build. So
yeah,
I think.
And I'm actually surprised that the train behind hasn't closed back on Zach at all. They've dropped off another second and a half since I last looked. So even though they be working together back there, pulling each other along, they've just not been able to reel in Zach at all from the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why. I mean, Seb looked pretty strong in the first race. I don't know if he's got damage or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I'm just enjoying seeing a little buffer. Week in, week out so far in this season, this has been nose to tail. I mean, it's crazy. So Josh is maybe making his way through time.
Yeah. So look, what was his last lap time as I scroll through? 37.6. Oh yeah, half a second quicker than some ahead. Zach did a 37.6 last time. Same pace. Yeah, so Josh is on the same pace of the leaders. Top 4, all the same lap time last time around. So yeah, the Red Bull guys are 4 or 5 tenths off last lap at least. And it's literally only, scrolling back the field, it's only Josh who's in the 37s and nobody else is in that last lap. So, like I say, he's the one on the move. And as I scroll through, I just see Graham Carroll just about keep out of Wall of Champions as well. So they're not cruising. You know, those guys are pushing on as hard as they can and taking their life out of the tyres as well. I would say from the looks of it. And a certain Groove 200 in Twitch chat talking about loving the chat over the top. I also love the overlay that we have over the top that may also be provided by a certain Groove 200. I think done a good job on giving us this setup and this little layout. I also like that we've actually from that we've gone for something a little bit different with the layout on the left side as well, Alex. You know, and not just gone for our kind of standard, you know, 20 car time in town and stuff. Looks nice having those little sections there.
Yeah, exactly. I think, you know, the idea is we're going to try and focus purely on our guys, really, for this. You know, rather than it be a broadcast in the purest sense, with, you know, outboard shots and stuff like that. You know, you can kind of get that on the official channel, so that's there. But yeah, so the team. So the idea is the team one eventually will have like 5 guys that will swap between depending on their battle, things like that. Listening to, like I say, we'll listen into all the spectator chat, things like that. You know, we're just working out the best ways to keep it PC. And then I think yeah, it should be a lot of fun. I think the idea as well, when we can get it cracked, obviously I had a little play with Kevin's today. Definitely got some issues to work out on that. Is that we'll actually be streaming all the drivers' point of views on their own Twitch channels as well. So each of them will be streaming. Obviously Jamie, Johan, anyway. All the others will start to do it. So you can listen to all of them, and then, or you can come and join us on the eSports Racing TV or the RLL channels, and you know, we'll flip between whichever ones are in the sort of battles and things like that, or what might be going on. So a few little technical points to work out yet, and we're pretty quickly to get this World Cup for this week. But yeah, Andy, with stellar work.
No, for sure. And like I say, we've still got decent few rounds still to go. What, 4 more rounds, I think, from the looks of it. Having a quick scroll through. So yeah, plenty of time for us to, like I say, get this nice feed up and running, and exactly how we want to be doing it. You know, be good. 7 to go. I just feel we're just waiting now, Alex. I'm just waiting for these last 2 laps for us to absolutely be not able to keep up with going on and the drama that's sure to happen. Like, I dare say, you know, half of the top 10 don't finish in those, you know, in the top 10 that are there now. Because say the podium easily could have a big issue. Seb back could easily have a big issue because again they're in a big group there. I feel like only Zach is the only one that's safe from going backwards, and he's got a good chance of going forward, you know, so it'll be good to see.
I know, I mean, obviously speaking with Kev last week, I know that he interesting one to look at.
No, Seb is dropped back, dropped 2 spots, lost to Rogers, yeah, so Carol, Rogers, and then yeah, lost 2 spots. Rogers and Seb. Switch swap and Rogers and Seb, damn. Yeah, I'm gonna think like they're still side by side going for chicane as I've switched to him, and yeah, looks like yeah, Rogers and Seb continuing their rivalry from last season for sure. Yeah, absolutely. It's given Graham a chance to scamper away though. Graham has gone, and he's now looking very, very safe.
I was going to say 1.8. That seems pretty safe.
Yeah.
I think the guys were saying about 2 seconds. So yeah. So what was what I was going to say earlier on?
Seb's going to lose another spot.
While they're carrying on, so you can see it on the time. Oh no, you can.
Yep. Yep.
But yeah, I was talking to Kev, and obviously he's you know, he wants to try and make it a thing to catch Mitchell in 2nd place in the championship. So I think he will, you know, he will try and go for a move here later on. But of course,
he wants that spot.
yeah, and I wonder if, you know, Thomas Thomas needs points. So I wonder if he's not going to want to get involved in anything. So this is all going to come down to maybe, I reckon Kev probably has a little look of 2 laps to go, just to kind of see if he can get a run, lift out of it. I mean, he's had a bit of a ropey lap this lap, back 6/10 or so. Draft will soon zip him back up to he's not going to want to bring anybody else into this battle, because if it goes wrong, he's still guaranteed a 3rd place, you know, if he kind of does it in the right place. Yeah, I sense Kevin might have a little pop at some point. Last week, these 2 guys driving really close together, unfortunately had a little bit of net code. I think, you know, just a little bit of man team stream. They said the same thing, you know, it was net code, it was a bit unfortunate, things like that. It would have been interesting to see how that ended up, actually, who would have won that drag race off the corner. I reckon it had probably still been 3 wide, Rogers would have won it, and both Kevin and Mitchell would have been in the wall. But, yeah.
No, you're not wrong. It probably turned out about as good as it could have, I think.
I think so, yeah. They're still having a go at it as well.
Seb and Rogers, yeah, they're still going. But Seb's got a lot of damage on the front of his car. Whether it was from those last couple laps or whether it was from the start, I don't know. But he's struggling for sure.
Jump back just to have a look at where Jeff and Jamie are. Obviously, we can kind of see the tail end of that. What's left?
Yeah, and I think it's Sanchez that you can see just at the front of that little train as well. And again, he's been in the wars for sure this race. Obviously, MSI working very, very closely with the VART guys.
I think it's actually Rogers at the front of that.
I think Rogers. I think there's a bit of a gap ahead now, or am I looking at?
No, you might be right. Yeah,
I think it's Sanchez and then a bit of a gap, and then
it's been
those
3
guys ahead.
years, and sometimes I still think the event.
Yes, same. Yeah, no, I get very. I see plus 0.2. Is that which 0.2 to which one? Yeah, sure.
Did you see that? They went round the hairpin.
Yeah.
It was a good way to tell, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a quick look at Jamie. Jamie obviously tucked up behind Salva, another one of the MSI guys, so you know, these 3 are not going to do anything too rash. A good note just on the timing screen as well. Everything close back in. Mitchell. What's Johan doing as well? Oh, Johan's got some battles going on in front of him. Someone off. That'll be a slowdown. Freebies. Always good.
Yep, saw it on stream. Perfect timing.
I think who was that? Bootsloop or Kromke? And now around the outside. Full set. That's the way it's done. Nice. Yeah, so up 13 for Johan.
Not quite his 20 gained or whatever it was last week.
No. Still, I'm not the commentary crew
on.
because I'm not prepared of all the stats and things like this. I don't even know where the points. I was about to say, where'd the points go down to? Is it like 25th or something like that? Or is it 20th?
You know what, I should be able to tell you because I've got the sim racing page open. Main race 25th, sprint race 20th.
Okay, so we get a few points.
Yep.
A little look, see, you can get a move done, Kev. That was exactly what that was. That was a little look to see, can he get it? Oh, Mitchell, all over the shot. Does Kev go for it or not? Oh, he's going to go, have a little look.
Yeah, inside.
Yeah, I think he's backing out, actually.
But he's got Tatella on the outside.
I was about to say, he's Tatella there as well.
Tatella's boxed in a little bit. Can Kev get a drive off the corner?
Normally get a better run out there, but yeah, I think at this point he's going to have to lift and let him have it. Yeah.
So that's interesting because, like I say, it all came from Kev just having a little look and sizing it up for another lap time, and all of a sudden he's out of position now. He's got to scramble past Totella, not lose half a second to De Jong, who now is going to pin it if he's got any sense at all, if he hasn't been already.
Or do you just sit here and go, do you know what? Maybe Totella hasn't got anything to lose.
Yeah.
He'll go full send and try and get. Remember, the guys are racing for $1,000 for the win.
Yeah.
So,
but then you're saying that Thomas needs the points, right? Like we don't think he's really been at the front. Let me have a quick look at.
He's got enough of a gap behind though to have a bit of a pop.
To be fair,
Kev sent it.
Kev sent it. Big deep breaths, everybody.
Yeah.
He's through. I think Totella was a bit generous there. Yeah. Instantly, Totella is 15th overall, so he's not like right on the scrambling to get into top 20.
This will be a massive clutch of points though, so that is why I think he's jumped out of the way a little bit there.
Yeah.
Well, it's all going to come down to the very last.
Oh yeah. So like I say, Kev's got a lap now to just close that couple of attempts to be in the position, and we saw that he thinks he can get the run down that back straight, or not the back straight so much as it. I mean, it's lined up parallel to the pit straight, but
it's going to need to be clearly in front though. I think that's the trouble, isn't it? So he's not going to want to come out of that corner too close. He's going to get a good run. I think 4/10 is kind of the ideal. That will get him enough to get the run and perhaps be clearly ahead. Like you said, Mitchell going to defend the inside. It's always risky to go to the outside. I think here through the final chicane. It could end in tears for both of them, if I'm honest. It's such a tricky corner.
And Zach's gained the best part of a second from a little bit of squabbling that last lap as well. So he's still there to pick up any pieces if it goes wrong for anyone.
It's crazy, obviously I used to be involved in the racing a lot, and I used to get my heart rate going and all that sort of stuff. I still sit here watching this, now on the edge of my seat. Foot's tapping like Christian Horner, like, come on, it's going to go on. I can feel my heart fluttering just a little bit. Here we go then.
This is what the whole last 40 minutes have been waiting for then. He's pretty close.
I'm not sure. I think he wants to be a bit closer.
A bit of weaving. Yeah, a bit of weaving going on from De Jong, like perfectly acceptable. But De Jong's worried about the toe, for sure. Otherwise they'd just be sitting there. Here we go. Is he going to be close enough? He has a look. He doesn't go. Totella behind's not going to go in the back. No. Anyone in the wall? No. All right. Despite that little bit of drama there, they ended up exactly as they finished lap 1, I think.
Zach clapping his hand, celebrating. He's happy with
Good
that.
lads. Second and fourth.
Second and fourth. Let's quickly
give a shuffle back.
Check in with Jamie. Oh, look at the damage Jamie's got. Up 16 though, up to 12. Something's gone on. Jeff lost a load of places, so while all that shenanigans was going on, so Jeff dropped down to 20th, so with a load of damage. Johann's going to follow him through. 22nd. So those guys will get points. Johann needs to keep ticking those points up, but I think he's right. He's 21st in the championship at the minute, so he'll want more than that. But yeah.
And incidentally, Seb did hang on over Rogers, which, say, considering the state of Seb's front left, was pretty crazy that he managed to hang on there. So I think there's some highlights to catch up on later on, guys, between Seb and Rogers. I saw him 3 wide into final chicane halfway through race. So yeah, good stuff. Beneke I see out as well, so that's really scuppered his ambitions for what I guess he was going for podium spot in the championship. I suppose that looks a tall order now with a DNF. Yeah, be interesting to see, like I say, how Jeff, Johann, Jamie's positions in a championship shake out with the other results around them.
Do I dare unmute Kevin?
I mean, if you asked Zach, I would have said yes. But since you said Kevin, I'm gonna have to leave that to your good judgment, sir.
Oh, do you know what? He's already been pulled for an interview, so that's that.
Problem solved.
Yeah. Let's just message and tell the guys we're going to listen in. So.
Yep. have to say, Kevin.
Frantically type.
Yeah, well, whilst you do that, I mean, Kevin has just stepped up to another level this season. I mean, he's just been banging in those podiums like week in, week out. It feels like.
Zach.
What a teammate.
And, yeah,
what a
and
nice guy.
So for Zach to be right up there as well with him. So he had a tough one obviously last week, but yeah, no, cracking. Second and fourth for RLL Esports.
Yes, I'm so happy with that. Even though we ran the exact same pace as the leaders the entire race and never caught them once.
Hey, sometimes a boring race is a good one.
Yeah.
What a race, boys.
How about that? Thank you.
Zach.
Dude, I don't know what... I don't know what happened on that Q lap. Dude, I didn't finish a lap from 1 until 145.
Mate,
I legit...
Absolutely
How about
mega.
that? I out-qualified Boggle at Boggle's Playhouse.
Yeah, absolutely.
The nickname for Rogers there.
What was that, sorry?
So, yeah, Zach just obviously having a bit of a laugh that he was out-qualified Rogers there.
Yeah,
so,
good. Well, it's quite a scout to beat in qualifying, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, he is the man. He's the one-lap man, so yeah, nailed it. So, you know, Zach really showing his pace. You know, the guys keep saying week in, week out, you know, gotta thank Zach, and it's clear why. So,
yep.
Right, I don't think we are going to have a chat with the guys tonight because we have got to get our heads around a few of the little quirks in terms of getting all this kind of set up now. Like I say, we were in their team speaks and things like that, so get it to switch over to Discord is going to be a bit tricky for us. So we'll perhaps wrap this up now. I just want to thank everybody for tuning in. We obviously did have that bit of a mare at the start where we had to stop the stream and start it again. So thanks for bearing with us this week. Yeah, like I say, we've had to shift and adjust in about 2 or 3 days to this type of stream. And I think actually, Lee, once we get the guys in here and stuff like that and sort the little bugs out, this will be something quite different, and hopefully the the guys that watch will find it a bit more interesting because we'll have a bit more insight into how the guys are feeling during the race, and perhaps like how perhaps you and I as sort of team managers and things like that are also feeling.
Absolutely,
well.
absolutely,
I think it's gonna be fun.
And like I say, I mean, we've known Kevin since he joined the academy many years ago, don't we? For instance, so no, it'd be good to try and provide our insight. And I think the main thing, hopefully, is as we didn't really get a chance even to promote that we're doing something a bit different this week, which maybe was for the best in the end, Alex.
Yeah, I think so.
For future weeks, guys, the main thing is going to be Q&A. That's going to be the easiest thing for us. If you guys want to hear about how the guys are dealing with different situations, what the expectation is for what's happening in a race, or how the series works, things like that, then that's going to be bread and butter for us, and we'll happily deal with all of those. So we look forward to hearing from those in future rounds as we get this up and going a little bit further.
Zach just messaged me asking me if he's going to have an interview. I guess we could probably drag him into Discord, couldn't we? 'Cause he...
Yeah, I mean, if you can physically get his audio coming through, mate, let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's see if we can just get him. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll just fire it over to our partners at Virtual Racing School, who we obviously use for our Apex Racing Academy data. We provide add-on packs in there as well. But let's give them a little quick run through of their advert, and we will get Zach in here, have a little chat with him. We'll be back in just 2 minutes.
Virtual Racing School was developed to provide support to the next generation of sim racers. No matter if you're a rookie or veteran or what car or track you'll be racing, our goal is to provide training every step of the way. We found that iRacing can be quite difficult without proper training. There needed to be a way to prepare for on-track racing. With VRS, you can literally learn from the best sim racers in the world, including 4-time NASCAR iRacing World Champion RLL Feature.
And RLL Feature is a 4-time champion of the NASCAR Pekin Freeze iRacing Series.
3-time iRacing Grand Prix World Champion Martin Kroenke.
Martin Kroenke becomes a 3-time world champion.
Rallycross World Champion Mitchell de Jong.
Mitchell de Jong is now champion for the iRacing Rallycross World Championship Series.
And many other top sim racers. Data packs include everything you need to start learning. Our World Championship coaches create the data packs by setting a hot lap or a series of fast laps for you to compare, analyze, and replicate. Data packs also include a tutorial where the coach points out techniques they use to hit the fast lap. This gives you access to the latest driving techniques and setups before you even hit the track. Sign up for a free account and download the VRS telemetry logger. With this application running seamlessly in the background, your laps automatically start syncing to the VRS website. From there, you can analyze and compare 2 laps of your choice, whether it's your data, the coaches, or your teammates. VRS will automatically target improvement opportunities so you can get up to speed even faster. VRS also makes it easy for you to request and schedule one-on-one or group coaching sessions. These sessions can range from 30 to 90 minutes, and you can select the car, track, and setup combination of your choice. Visit virtualracingschool.com today to sign up and get started.
Right, guys, we are back. We did manage to drag Zach in for a very, very quick chat. And yeah, Zach, great race. You know, pole position. You were delighted to that. We did listen in right at the end.
Yeah.
And obviously you're having a bit of fun. Obviously beating Rogers at what is probably arguably Josh's best circuit. It's fair to say. Like that other was it? Wasn't last season, was it? It was season before where he hunted Mitchell down.
Yeah.
Like, ridiculous
just
that time.
Insane. Yeah, I don't know where that lap came from. I I didn't finish a Q lap at all in the I don't know. I mean I think I spent an hour for the race, didn't complete a single lap in Q that I was happy with, and then just bang that out there. So I'm so happy with that. I mean, I think I called the track Boggles Playhouse yesterday in a tweet or something. So I'm so happy with that. I mean, Q was just I'm so happy with Q. But I'm obviously there was the race as well, and you know the race kind of started off a little poor. I hadn't done many race trim laps in the last couple days, so it kind of bit me there at the beginning of the sprint, and I lost time to Sebi and Josh. But it seemed to work out in the end with the feature on the first lap there. Kind of got squeezed out in front, I guess is the best way to put it. It just kind of put me there. So yeah, I mean it ended up working out, and we brought home just I think the most points I have in a past race.
I was about to say you've had a couple of rounds where you've just been caught up in just terrible luck, you know, getting wiped out last week at Road Atlanta for a start, nowhere to go. So yeah, it's nice just to bounce back almost like round one and get those points. So yeah, no, awesome. I mean, obviously all through the race you could see what was going on behind. They were battling. I don't understand perhaps why they were so frantic to all try and get past to try and be the first person to get at you, but you know in the end they totally lost their opportunity because you were just you know, you were just smooth in terms of the driving and then just pulled away. So yeah, I guess I think one of them got damaged, didn't they? Didn't Seb get some damage or something like that? And he had to try and battle for it because he dropped down the order. So but
yeah, I think he ended up in some. I think yeah, I don't know. I think they, for whatever reason, they just didn't want to let Alex kind of lead that pack back up to, or I think Alex might have gotten hit or something or other, and he kind of got shuffled back. But yeah, no, I am so happy with being able to kind of just fall into no man's land. I finally had a boring race.
I mean, of all season long, like there has been nothing but like people 3/10 behind and 3/10 in front. And
Oh my
you know,
God.
here you are finally with 6 seconds behind you,
I-
3 in front, and you're like, this is nice.
I finally had a boring race. That's all I wanted this season. Because I mean, you think back to Interlagos, we were in the pack the entire time. Barcelona got hit at like 5 corners and was in the thick of it, and then Imola was just constant pack racing and just being kind of sat there and in between people and stuff. And then obviously here we ended up just being able to be alone for once. It was so nice just to be able to kind of run my own pace and just sit there and do whatever I wanted for once. It was something I don't think will happen for the rest of the season, but it was so nice to have for now.
Awesome. Well, mate, all the best for next week. We're perhaps going to call this one to a show. Anyone you want to give a shout? Oh, we just had someone gate crash our party.
Oh,
Maybe.
I think we have, yeah. Well, I gotta thank my people first. Hold on.
Yeah,
so
go
I
on,
gotta
you do,
thank.
you do the
yeah,
thing.
absolutely.
You might as well stick around.
So,
We'll have a little chat
yeah.
with Kev. We're trying to do
Yeah.
these much more casual and kind
Oh,
of
yeah.
behind the scenes. It's going to be.
Oh, I love it.
We're going to do that more going forward, and especially by the end of the year. But yeah, go on. Go with your.
All right. All right, I got a list. I'm looking at the car right now. So first of all, we got to thank everyone at Ray Hall, Letterman, Lanigan Racing for supporting us here at RLL Esport. I got my team gear this week. It's been fantastic to work with those guys. Everything they've done for us, everything that they're doing to promote esports and really integrate esports into real racing and being a part of it. It's fantastic to kind of have them on as a partner. Also got to thank all the sponsors on the car as well: Apex Racing Academy, SDK Gaming, Porsche, Tag Heuer, Vodafone, Michelin, everyone that supports this series, who helps put it on and helps us put on a show like that.
Thank you very much. Kev?
Yeah.
How do? How you feeling?
I'm a bit surprised, honestly. I didn't expect to even be P8 after quali. The lap was average at best, I'd say, and yeah, I was sitting P6 or P7, I think, after that, and then we dropped down to 8th. The second lap was basically, I think I'd done both laps, I'd done 1,000th. So I was consistent, if nothing else. And then just tried to play it kind of relaxed in the race. Picked off a couple spots, got to like P6, I think, and the sprint race, it was just about avoiding the slowdowns, not really making any mistakes, and then in the feature, we just got up to P2 early. I gave Thomas a little nudge at the start, a little bit of the chrome horn, and got up to P2 and was quite happy just sitting there.
I enjoyed the send on the hairpin. That was
yeah.
I mean, I have to say, we were frantically trying to sort out the stream for the first race, so I really didn't get a chance to catch much of it. And I will say on air now, I'm sorry for messing up your one and not getting it live. I don't know what was going on. It just lagged like mad. So I decided in the end the best thing to do, because it was affecting R1 as well, was to knock that one off. But yeah, hopefully we can iron out the kinks and get it up and running. I mean, let's be honest.
If it's any consolation, you didn't miss much in the sprint race, so
there you go.
it was quiet.
But yeah, no, in that second race, I was not surprised that you were lifting and just sort of staying put, trying to build the gap up, because you guys were slowly pulling away from the battle behind. It's been a similar kind of strategy all season long for you. You've been in that right space in the first sprint race to get a good reverse grid spot, and you're picking up solid points each week. And of course, it was Mitchell again this week. And I was saying to Lee, I was like, through that chicane final corner, I don't think I've ever seen an overtake go through there on the final corner successful. So I was having kittens, waiting to see what was going to happen. And in the end, he just didn't quite get the run that you wanted. And I guess that was probably in part because Thomas, you having to do the move on Thomas in the hairpin, which I did love.
Yeah, it was. It's so tough to pass. I think the only real chance I would have had, I think, was into the hairpin. But even then, you can't really clear the guy. And even if I had cleared him by some miracle, he would have just passed me back down the straight again anyway. And I tried a couple moves into that chicane in the in the test races, and it just didn't go well. I tried one on Zach, and it didn't go well. I ended up just rebounding off the curb on the left and ended up in the wall. And yeah, I mean, being sensible, I was like, well, you've got to realize the position we're in. You know, we're in the top 3, some good cash up here. I felt better than Tattel, and obviously put the move on him with 2 to go after. You know, I tried to push Mitchell into a mistake as much as I could, and obviously he did.
And he did.
But
I mean, he made that mistake. He nearly hit the wall of champ. So
yeah, I was surprised when he made it, honestly. But you know, just the way the net code, like the way his car moved, I thought, oh, he's going to stay in the middle of the track. So I went to move to the right to sort of track out, and then he shot across to the right, so I had to move left and I had to brake to not run through the back of him. And obviously, I was a bit conscious of what happened last week, so I didn't I didn't want to wreck him out of a winning position 2 weeks in a row. So yeah, I mean, we done what we could, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, hopefully this makes up for a little bit for what happened last week. But nah, we just you just got to play it smart, you know. I mean, you can go for those moves if you like, but in reality, with Thomas sitting right there, it was likely he was going to pick up the scraps. So I was more interested in just staying put and finishing where we were and bagging the points and running for the hills.
So on a serious note, guys, right? We have ditched the blue cars for you this season, and I mean, and Zach, okay, maybe not you full, but you know, you're rookie noob, so it's got to happen. But it just seems to me like the red cars seem to be the way to go. We need to ditch the blue. If you're in a blue car, you're having awful luck.
I think it's the Apex name. Every single time we run under Apex, there's some sort of massive accident that I end up in. So we got to keep finding great partners to work with us and to get our name changed. That's apparently the trick.
Just to counter that point, because I don't want to tarnish the Apex name. Porsche GB is going all right, and I'm running under Apex with a blue car.
That is also true.
It's not all bad.
Not on Jamie's Twitch stream, you're not though, because that's I still see you in the RLL car. So.
Well, that's true. Yeah. I can't be bothered switching out trading paints on a weekly basis. So I just leave it. Let the broadcast sort it.
Zach's point: we're not allowed to run logos in the GB one, so there's no Apex on it.
Yeah, you see.
See.
That's true.
Oh well.
All right, we gotta figure that out. We'll have some.
We need to narrow it down to what sponsor it is that's bad luck.
What should we rename?
Is it SDK? Is it Apex? Is it?
It's one of them.
What's the unlucky one?
Yeah.
Right,
yeah,
guys.
what a day though. What a day.
Yeah.
Well done. I mean, good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, solid result. You know, another podium for the team. Or another couple of podiums for the team. Really, so,
and a pole position too.
Exactly.
Is that our first pole as well?
In
Pesk at least.
Pesk, yeah, I think so. I mean, I think Pete had one, didn't he?
In F1.
Grand Prix
in F1, Pete had 1 or 2. Yeah. I'm not sure if Jamie got one in 2019. I know he was up there. The first, I think at Barber,
so
he was on the front.
I'm looking at it.
I remember Zolder as well. Do you remember? Like he had that really good race. I don't. Sorry, yes. Sample, but I don't think that was pole.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. So, I believe in the Porsche kind of era of the Road World Championship, that is Apex / RLL's first pole position. So,
oh, congrats on that one. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. You had like three.
You got the first pole. I got the first win. This is
yeah. You had like 3 years to do it, and I had to do it.
And at Montreal of all places as well.
Yeah, no, that was something that I'm not sure I'd be able to replicate again, but that was awesome.
Yeah, awesome job, guys. Right, I'm going to just wrap the stream up, so stick around just for a second. Right, guys, everyone who's watching, who stuck around, thank you very much. Apologies for obviously it being a bit rough around the edges this week. We will tidy that up, get it sorted, and yeah, hopefully get all the guys on board for the following rounds, and yeah, there'll be this slightly different tack from here on out. But yeah, hopefully it shows some good potential. You've enjoyed what you've seen from myself, from Kev, from Zach, from Lee, who disappeared earlier. Catch you for the next round. See you then.
Yep, see you guys.
See you guys.
Virtual Racing School was developed to provide support to the next generation of sim racers. No matter if you're a rookie or veteran or what car or track you'll be racing, our goal is to provide training every step of the way. We found that iRacing can be quite difficult without proper training. There needed to be a way to prepare for on-track racing. With VRS, you can literally learn from the best sim racers in the world, including 4-time NASCAR iRacing World Champion RLL Feature.
And RLL Feature is a 4-time champion of the NASCAR Peak Freeze iRacing Series.
3-time iRacing Grand Prix World Champion Martin Kroenke.
Martin Kroenke becomes a 3-time world champion.
Rallycross World Champion Mitchell de Jong.
Mitchell de Jong is now champion for the iRacing Rallycross World Championship Series.
And many other top sim racers. Data packs include everything you need to start learning. Our World Championship coaches create the data packs by setting a hot lap or a series of fast laps for you to compare, analyze, and replicate. Data packs also include a tutorial where the coach points out techniques they use to hit the fast lap. This gives you access to the latest driving techniques and setups before you even hit the track. Sign up for a free account and download the VRS telemetry logger. With this application running seamlessly in the background, your laps automatically start syncing to the VRS website. From there, you can analyze and compare 2 laps of your choice, whether it's your data, the coaches, or your teammates. VRS will automatically target improvement opportunities so you can get up to speed even faster. VRS also makes it easy for you to request and schedule one-on-one or group coaching sessions. These sessions can range from 30 to 90 minutes, and you can select the car, track, and setup combination of your choice. Visit virtualracingschool.com today to sign up and get started.